at the state capitol. The drama began when Ken Bennett asked Hawaii to confirm President Obama's birth certificate. Hawaii sent the documents he requested, but that's not the end of it. Democratic state leaders are now demanding Ken Bennett's resignation, calling him a political operative. Not in your sides, Tammy Vo is here with today's developments in this political firestorm.
The latest move by Secretary Bennett has some of our viewers asking, can he truly oversee this election and remain neutral? A 9 on Your Side viewer sent Bennett a letter to make a statement asking him to look into Mitt Romney's records. Bennett said he would, but has since changed his tune. Ken Bennett charged with maintaining the integrity of elections. But voters like Paul Peterson are now doubting whether the secretary can pull it off.
Oh, I think there's a definite conflict of interest there.
Peterson recently wrote this letter to Bennett asking him to look into whether Mitt Romney's birth certificate is legit. Not because he questions it, but because Bennett said he would if someone asked. Well, that's at least what he recently told KGUN-9 after getting national heat for looking into the president's background. I asked, have you asked Michigan for Mitt Romney's?
No, I only did this at the request of a constituent. No one has asked me to ask Michigan for one, but if they asked me, and if Michigan had a process to do this for any of the other candidates, I'd probably do that just like I did it for this constituent.
Only that didn't happen. And did you ever hear back from his office?
No, I did not.
Bennett would not grant KGUN-9 an interview today, but AZ Central reports that Bennett is now saying he will only look into Romney's birthplace. An Arizona law enforcement agency releases findings that doubt the authenticity of Romney's birth certificate, and that Bennett only looked into President Obama's birthplace after Sheriff Joe Arpaio questioned it. Turns out that Bennett is co-chair for Mitt Romney's Arizona campaign. Here's what he said in an Arizona public media interview during his campaign 2 years ago.
It's not appropriate for election officials to be taking positions on either the propositions or candidates when we're going to have to conduct the election.
Why the change of heart? It's unclear, but this voter has one clear message for the secretary.
He really ought to take a long, hard look at the position he holds in the state and, can he really fulfill that duty as the impartial overseer of our election process in the state of Arizona?
One state representative sent out a statement today saying that Bennett cannot have it both ways. He can't be Arizona's highest-ranking election official and a political operative for a presidential candidate. He needs to resign from one position or the other. And, of course, we'd love to hear what Ken Bennett has to say today, but neither he nor his spokesperson have answered some of our questions.
So at first, Bennett said he was looking into President Obama's birthplace because a constituent asked him to, and now he says it's because Sheriff Joe Arpaio questioned it. Which is it?
Yeah, he told us that initially during my interview with him back on May 18th, and since, we've heard the opposite here, we've gotten really two different answers. I did today, guys, submit a public records request asking Ken Bennett's office for any sort of proof that, maybe a law enforcement official did ask him to look into this original request, as he had stated several weeks ago, but I have not yet heard back on that request.
And the story goes on.
It does.
Thank you, Tammy.
It's a drama.
Well, for more than 5 years,